Hello everyone, Karen Wolf here in the art studio this evening. I'm a painter and I teach you how to paint and become a better painter. And I do that online. I have my website, my Facebook page right here, YouTube. I have a couple memberships and online painting tutorials. So I was just on Instagram a little bit ago. That was an experiment. Oh, I was sideways at first, and then I had to straighten it up. It was crazy. So, y'all say hey when you jump on here. Hey, Chuska. Hey. I'm going to paint on the wood, and I've got the board turned sideways. This is what I just painted on Instagram. So, if you want to catch that one, go over and check out my Instagram page. So, hope you guys are doing well. Hello from Florida. Woohoo! All right. That's all sounds like fun. All right. This is a little bit sideways or something. I'm not sure why that does that. There we go. Get it back over here. I don't know. Everything just doesn't work out right for me sometimes. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Can you see it, Chuska? Okay. So this is what we're painting. So I'm going to try and get my live up here on my iPad so I can see over here. I'm just using my little dirty palette that I have. I've got some color on each side. Y'all just love that, don't you? All right. Yeah, so let's see if I can get this up here so I can at least see what you all see. That's helpful. Okay, so I've drawn on here just a board. I've got a board. Joe cut up a palette for me. You know, the palettes. Hey, Katie. Happy Thursday to you too. Hello. I can't believe I can see comments on my phone. I never see comments on my phone. But I've got the pumpkin drawn on here sideways, this way. This one I painted on long ways. I don't know if you can see that one. I painted it up and down. This one I just painted it on Instagram. So, we're going to paint this one on here. So, how about that? All right. And I'm just going to take, I should take a 1 inch. That 1/2 inch. Well, this isn't quite a 1 inch. This is like 3/4 of an inch. So, all right. So, I'm just getting my brush wet. Drying it with a paper towel. I'm going to go into a little bit of orange. Some orange here, and I'm going to brown it a little bit, just making it so it's not so orange, with some burnt umber. Okay. I was thinking this evening, I don't know, or today at some point, I don't know when I thought about it. I thought about asking and see if you guys would be interested in like an online like painting party sort of thing. I haven't done that for a while. I've had some workshops and things, but I haven't done an online painting party for a while. And I wondered if you guys would have an interest for that. Anybody out there have an interest for an online painting party where we just get on here and a private Facebook group and do some painting together? Something simple, something fun. Would that be fun? I think that would be fun. I did one a while back. We just picked an easy painting design. It wasn't anything difficult. A couple hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. Come on, go live in a group. Win some prizes. Have some drawings. Paint. Have fun. I supply you with a supplies list. This is just orange and brown over here. Orange and burnt umber. Give you a supply list. And I'm just using this brush. The measurements of this I should probably give you. So you kind of know an idea of how big this is. What I do with my little ruler. So we've got almost 16 inches, about 15 3/4 of an inch by 5.5 inches on the wood. And I just took a piece of chalk and I drew here and here. And then I drew the little doodad on there. And now I'm just painting in orange and brown right here. Just orange and brown. And I'm talking to you about a painting party, an online painting party, to see if you guys would be interested in that. Those of you who paint with me online, would you like to do that? I just personally think that that would be a fun time. I've done a couple of them in the past. I haven't done one for quite some time, and I thought, hey, I just would ask. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? If so, put it in the comments. And I'm putting in these little lines here because this is where the pumpkin, you know, how it turns. Then I'm just going in. That was the brown and the burnt umber and the orange. And I'm going to go into just orange on that dirty brush. But we could do something just simple, get in and paint and have fun and win some door prizes and have a big time. You could have your supplies list and everything and template. You just access it online and just paint along. Just paint along. We did the most fun was one that we did. Was just it was an easy. I need to get some orange. It was an easy gnome that we painted, and it was the most fun. It was a bunch of people. Oh my gosh! And it was for a Down Syndrome Day, World Down Syndrome Day, and they chose to do just a simple, you know, the simple gnome design, and it was a lot of fun. Everybody enjoyed it, participated, and painted along. And then if you don't finish, sorry about that, it was a side by side. If you don't finish during the live, you can finish it up and watch it on the replay. I mean, you have access to it later. You don't have to finish watching it on the replay. Or you don't have to finish watching it live and paint it live. You can just watch it and, you know, participate along in the chat, you know, and then you can finish it later. So I'm just adding orange to my dirty brush and going up in here and painting this. Oh, thank you, Chuska. I love this too. Or you talking about the painting party? I love to paint pumpkins. When I posted and you all said that you wanted to paint something fall, at first I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh no, I like to paint pumpkins, so this will be fun. I'm just putting this back in a little bit darker. I want it to be a little bit darker down on the outside, down here, and then on the bottom. I want this to remain a little darker down here on the bottom, just so that it closes it off a little bit down here. So, but this is just a fun, easy project. Just take an old board, something, like I said, my husband cut this palette up for me into many, many pieces of wood. And I'm just, as I go along, I'm just going to paint some different designs on it. Some different things on it for you guys, so you guys can come up with some cool stuff too. Gotta do that. Come up with some cool stuff. So we'll just keep it a little bit darker down in this little area right here, because it would be a little shady down in there. And then I'm rinsing my brush. And then I'm going to dry it off with a paper towel. But if, yeah, I was just thinking that painting party, online painting party, would be something different that we haven't had for a while. And if that's something that you think that you would be interested in doing, please let me know in the comments. And whenever y'all jump on here, say hey. Don't forget to say hey. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know you're watching it on the replay. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more bright orange without any brown in it. and come up in here and do some bright orange just at the tip, right up in here in the tip. Some bright orange. Just kind of blend that out as you go. And then I'm going to go do some green, I think, for my stem. I'm going to go into the green with a little bit of burnt umber and a little bit of orange. Because I don't have burnt sienna on my plate, I'm doing burnt umber and orange for my burnt sienna. So green, burnt umber, and orange. But if you had burnt sienna, you could do green and green in the burnt sienna. Makes a nice olive green. I think I need to switch to a smaller brush. Painting on wood is certainly a little different. Definitely a little different. So I'm just going in here, painting in that shape of the stem. I'm cleaning my brush right now. So, all right, then I'm going to go back in while that's drying a little bit. I'm going to go back into the orange color that I had. Orange and a little bit of white. I've got my color on both plates. And I'm just going to touch in a little bit of light up here at the top. A little bit of light orange right here. Y'all like painting fall stuff? Y'all ready for painting fall? Well, some of you did say that you were ready for painting fall. I haven't painted much fall yet. I think this is the second thing. This is just the second thing. It's hard to concentrate when you're on here talking and painting and trying to remember what you said. So if I repeat myself, I do apologize. Oh, shoot. That's funny. Okay, so now I'm rinsing my brush. I think I'm going to do the 1/2 inch. What color do you all think we should paint the background? Leave it plain or paint it a color? Do you all have a... What should we paint here? It does look like it has some discoloration on the board. Like somebody painted some black paint on it, or it has something on it. Right there. So while I'm painting this stem, I want you guys to let me know what color you want this back here to be. Get rid of that chalk dust with the wet paintbrush. Okay. Then I'm going to go into that same green pile. I'm going to add a little bit of purple to it. A little bit of purple, a little bit of brown to darken my green a little bit over here on this little pile. My paint's a little bit messy. And I'm going to make this a little dark on this side. And then underneath, and then on that side. So this side, underneath, and then on this side. And then I'm going to do... I keep scratching my face. I'm going to have paint on my face. My hair is itching my face. I'm going to have paint all over my face. Y'all get paint all over you when you paint? I do. Turquoise background. I'll have to see if I can come up with turquoise. I don't think I have a turquoise, so I'll have to mix it. Okay, so then I've taken this green that I made, lighter green on this side, and then I'm gonna take it over here and add a little bit of white to that to lighten it a little bit. I think I need a little tiny bit of water. Alright, there's that. And I'm going to add a little bit more white to lighten it up a little bit more. Well, I might let that dry a little bit before I do that. So y'all liking that so far? Just a pumpkin. Nothing fancy. Just a pumpkin. And then we'll do the background. You said turquoise? I'm not sure. I'll take some more green. Like a teal color or turquoise color. I knew what color turquoise was. Kind of a bluish. Teal is more green. Turquoise is more blue. Correct? Now you'd think, oh my gosh, Karen, you're an artist and you don't even know what colors are. Well, I don't know everything. So turquoise is more blue. Teal is more green. Is what it looks like to me. So I'll show you the color that I came up with. And we'll see if that is what you were talking about. And that is more, that's more green. Is that what you're talking about? Is that a little bit too dark? Shall we go a little bit lighter? The lighter or the darker? What do you think? Lighter. I'm glad you chose lighter because I was liking lighter myself. All right. So let's do a lighter version of that. My paint's really dry because it's been on this plate for a while. But this was the thing that I was telling you guys about this week. Now I did squirt out a bunch of orange there. I thought this pumpkin would take more orange than it did. Is don't squirt out a lot of color on your plate. Of course, this is a messy plate. But I put mine on a foam plate. And then when I'm finished, I invert the top of it. I mist it with my mister bottle so that it'll keep moist. This is acrylic paint. Then I put the lid on it with the invert the foam lid. And then I stick it up inside of a plastic bag. So that is a really big help, because your paint's all ready to go. Your paint's all ready to go whenever you come back to paint again. And it keeps it moist when you mist it a little bit with the mister bottle. It'll keep it moist. Sorry about the side-by-side noise. Can y'all hear that? And then you don't waste your paint that way. And it's the foam plate, for however it does it, I don't know, keeps your paint from drying out. And of course the lid and the airtight bag keeps it from drying out. So pretty cool that you can do that. So I'm just painting this background, taking my brush and just getting some color on my brush. Trying to get some color on my brush. I didn't mix very much because I didn't know what color I was going to use. So I keep having to go back in and mix some more. And that got a little bit more on the blue side. I should have mixed up a whole bunch in the beginning, but you know, sometimes hindsight's 20/20, right? And you can paint, if you want, you can paint your background of your board in first. And then paint what's in front of it. You can paint your background in solid, or you can just do like a kind of a wash like I'm doing here. I'm not really painting the background in solid. I am trying to cover up those imperfections that are there. Kind of, sort of, but not. Imperfections means those little dots that are on there of black paint. I should not be doing this with my 1/2" flat. Don't abuse your 1/2" flat like I do. What would you all like to paint for an online painting party? Do y'all have any ideas for what you would like to paint for an online painting party? I think just keep it simple, something simple. We could do something fall. If you guys are ready for fall, what would be something that we could paint? Let's see. Everybody, I mean, we've already done the gnomes. A little simple scarecrow. Those are cute, but it seems like a lot of people really, I don't know, unless they're kind of whimsy, just whimsical, a lot of people don't go for those, it seems like. But maybe. I don't think we're ready for Halloween. Are we? Are we ready for Halloween? I think we're just ready. Hey, Debbie. I think we're just ready for fall. Okay, so we've got our teal. I'm just going back in with turquoise, I mean. We're just going back in with the white a little bit in that greenish blue color that we made. Just putting in some whites. Just kind of taking my brush, going into the white, going into my plate, getting that color on there, and just dry brushing in just some indications of some white, just to give it a little bit of a highlight here and there. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Scarecrow in the field with a fall scene. That's a cute idea. Hi, Tammy. You keep forgetting the tip. That's funny. Chuska. I forget my tips sometimes myself. One of them is, do not abuse your 1/2" flat by painting back and forth, scrubbing on wood. Okay? Use a bristle brush. The bristle brush is made and meant to be, it's the workhorse brush. Okay? This brush has bristles that can withstand your abuse of your scrubbing and your scumbling and your painting on wood like that. The flats aren't meant to do that. You're supposed to baby them and be nice to them. Okay? So don't be abusive to your flats like me. Those synthetic brushes are tough, but man, they're not that tough. All right. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the green, a little bit of the blue. I'm just going to kind of darken the edge a little bit. Just kind of darken the edge a little bit there. You can bring it down over top of the pumpkin if you want. Just wanting, and you can paint this edge here too if you want to keep it, to cover it, I mean, keep it. You can cover it there. But I thought an online painting painting party would really be fun. We could all, I mean, just get on, and it's kind of like the workshop, but it's one night, and it's an hour and a half, 2 hours. Paint something easy, simple, fun. You have your template, your supplies list, and everything there, and you have me showing you how to paint it. But it's not like over, 3 evenings. It's just one evening, you're done, and you've got your painting and you're good. But you can go back and watch it on the replay, so that's good. Which container do you use for the water? Oh, this right here. Hold on. I shall show you. Let me set that up there. Okay. This container thingy, is this what you're talking about? This is, I bought this a long time ago, as you can tell. See? I bought this at Michael's. And it's has 3 compartments in it. A larger compartment and 2 smaller compartments of water. So you can keep this one clean, or you can keep these clean. And it saves you from having to go and rinse your water a whole bunch. You just clean your brush and then use a dirty one and to get the dirty most off, and then stick it down in the cleaner one to clean it the rest of the way. So, pretty cool stuff. It has little holes in here to put your brushes in, too, to hold them, there, but I don't use that. But I do lay my brushes on top of it like that once I clean them, and I'm, clean them with soap. But there's that. Yes, I got that at Michael's. I have no idea how much it is. I bought that years ago. I'm sure they still have it. Oh, you're welcome, Chuska. Yeah, you're welcome. Glad to give you that. Any helpful information that I can. If y'all ever have questions, feel free. Because I just get on here blabbing, and I don't even think about stuff like that. Things that I just do and do and do. I just don't think about people needing to know that. Okay, so here we've got this. Love that color. Thank you for choosing that. We're going to go in with a little bit more white to pop some white. And I'm just doing that with, and it's not pure white. It is white in this little pile of orange. And I just put some white in it just to tint it there. And then I'm going to rinse that brush. I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting on the stem. You can do some of those little squirrely things. The little curly-cue things. You can do some of those. Those little curly-cue things. You can do those if you want. I'm going to take the green that we made, and I'm going to add a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow, just the slightest yellow, just so it'll pop. I'm going to highlight this a little bit. Over here, I use my finger for blending. I just do. Might try Dollar Tree, something similar to what Karen uses for water. I use a glass yogurt jars for your water. Yeah. Yeah, the Dollar Tree has some cool stuff. I didn't realize the Dollar Tree had, like, crafty stuff, but they do. So just get that, a little light on this side, a little light here, and here. We can do some of the little, so I want to put some of those little curly-cue thingies on there. Probably needs more green. All right. Put a little bit of green, a little bit of burnt umber. And I'm using my script liner, and I'm getting it wet. I'm going down into the water, dipping it into the water, and I'm rolling it and rolling it. You want this to be like ink, kind of an ink consistency. here, so that it goes smooth across your surface. Because if you don't have enough liquid in it, it doesn't cover smooth like that. And these things just freak me out in the first place. I just never know which way to make them go, and I always feel like mine don't look very good. Y'all feel like that? I just kind of do it. And sometimes I do them and I'm like, oh gosh, I do not like that. And then sometimes I just redo them. I don't know. Sometimes I get too many. So step back, look at it, do a few, step back, look at it, do a few, step back. You know, don't keep adding them, but do them and then step back and look. And then once you get them in there, then you can add a little bit of white to that color that you did, and then you can highlight these a little bit if they'll show up. They may not. Okay. Then if your light needs a little bit of yellow, you can do a little bit of yellow in it if you want. And there's that. But if you step back and look at your paintings, you can see where you need to add something more to it, or if you've gone overboard with something. The best thing to do is little by little makes a lot. So the more you add, the more, you know, you're going to add to it and make it, you know, nice and a nice painting. But if you keep on going, there's a point where you've gone too far. So do a little, step back, look at it. And I'm just lightening that up a little bit there. Acrylic paint is it just dries 2 to 3 shades darker. So it's just more, I'm just adding a little bit more orange to brighten this up a little bit, because it's dried darker as we've been painting here. And see, this one has 2. I painted that one a little bit ago on Instagram. So it's dried. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of green, a little bit of purple, inky on my script liner, and I'm just going to come down here and just sign this one. We'll call this one done. This is just a fun little quick project, just something to do, just a fun fall painting, and you can use it really cute in decorations that you have in your home or on your porch, or give it as a gift. Keep it for yourself. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. You know, sometimes it's fun to keep them for yourself, and sometimes it's fun to give them away. But here it is. Here is the one that I did. Like I said, I did this one on Instagram. Did I say YouTube? Instagram a little bit ago. So if you have an Instagram and you follow me over there, you can see that. And when I did the Instagram, when I started my video out, I was like sideways, because I always record my videos this way. And then I realized that it was sideways. It just looked funny. So then I had to turn it. So the whole video is not sideways. Okay. And then here's this one. So isn't that cool? I love that. So really neat. These are just really cool, quick things that you can do. Just, you know, grab a scrap piece of wood, sand it down on, you know, so that you get all the little edges off. And And then draw you a shape of a pumpkin. You don't have to paint the whole pumpkin on the wood. You can just paint a part of one. That's cool, isn't it? So, I thought that was neat. Pretty cool idea. All right. Oh, yes. Chooska, I'm the same on Instagram as I am everywhere else. Everywhere I go, I'm Art by Karen Wolf. So, I'm on YouTube as Art by Karen Wolf. I'm on Instagram as Art by Karen Wolf. Everywhere you go. I'm on my website as Art by Karen Wolf. Everywhere you go, I am Art by Karen Wolf. And that's with an E. Wolf with an E. I don't ever tell people that. So I'm hoping that you guys find me that way. And I'm just looking on here to see if I have any more comments. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I like it too. I think it's just as cute as it can be. I do love painting fall. I think in the fall we all get creative, more creative, and want to do more. Whatever your creative thing is that you do, whether it's painting or drawing or making crafts, making wreaths, making baskets, or what I love is painting. So I think that the fall time of the year just makes us all want to create more. I don't know why that is. So it does me anyways, and I know a lot of people have said that to me. So are you all like that? It's the fall time, it just makes you want to create. It cools off a little bit, and there's just something in the air that just makes you want to be creative. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why fourth quarter everybody wants to paint. I don't know. But anyhow, you all find me, you can find me, on, like I said, on Instagram for this one. Go over there and check that one out. I don't do, I haven't done, I've done a couple videos on YouTube. Maybe, I keep saying YouTube. I do have a lot of videos on YouTube. I've done a couple of them on Instagram, but I thought I'd start doing more over on Instagram because there's a different people follow me over there, so I thought I would show them the videos. They always just see my posts. They don't see my videos. And then I did this one on here this evening for you all, just something different. So I would have two different ones. So I could have painted it this way, long, like that other one. But I thought, well, that would be boring. And thank you, Chooska, for the color choice. The background is really, really pretty. So there's that. That would be a great decoration for your home. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all so much for jumping on here. Like I said, keep in mind, if you're interested, gosh, that little thing behind me moved and I darn near, I felt like I was falling. I'm not falling. Hey, Jude. Oh, thank you, Chooska. Thank you. I was talking about the painting party, online painting party before. If that's something that you guys are interested in, please drop in the comments and let me know. If you have a suggestion for what you would like to paint, that would be good too, and I'll take that into consideration. It has to be something easy that everybody can do just for fun, no stress involved, just an easy, fun fall painting like we did this evening that everybody can use, and we can do a pumpkin that everybody can use and be proud of and decorate with for fall. So we can do that. All right, cool. All right, well, you all let me know, and thank you so much for jumping on here and joining with me this evening. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, I'm on here, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm everywhere, Pinterest, and then my website, artbykarenwolf.com there. And I'd love to have you follow along. If you have a friend or family member that would be interested in painting, tell them about it. Painting is therapy, guys. It's a lot of fun, and it just makes you feel good all over. It's a good, just a good self-care thing that you can incorporate into your life. It's just as it's just as good for you, I believe, as just taking a chill and, going for a walk or reading a book or exercising or anything like that. Just something to get your mind off of the daily worries and enjoy and have fun. It just takes you somewhere else. You'll find out. If you haven't figured that out yet, you will find out. I promise. All right, y'all take care. God bless you, and I'll see you back on here again real soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.